The Special Program Science was set up in 1996 to provide a conducive environment for students to pursue their passion for interdisciplinary science and research. But what exactly makes SPS special? So to help us answer this question, we welcome Associate Professor Liu Yi-Cheng, the Director of SPS, to talk a bit more about the program. And so, Prof. Liu, please.
Thank you, Annabi. Thank you very much. Thank you for staying for the last section. That means all of you are die-hard for SPS. Okay, so that is the die-hard indeed is the spirit for SPS program. Okay. Indeed, the lady just introduced me. She's also our head mentor in SPS. Okay, so first of all, I would like to tell you what is SPS, Special Program in Science. So in a very casual way, okay? So my name is Liu Yi-Cheng. I are in Department of Biological Sciences. I actually also a deputy head in the program. Myself, also chair the director for a special program for 7 years now. So today I can actually tell you many unique features for special program in science, but I summarize to the 7 most convincing the uniqueness and for you to share. Yeah, of course, the first of all, what is special program in science? So as the Annabelle just mentioned, the special program in science was established in 1996. It's one of the oldest or could be the most successful program at NUS. It established by our current president, Professor Dian Chai, when he was assistant dean in science. So you can see his very good vision for this one. So today, when we mention about CHS, all the multidisciplinary integrated science, indeed, special program can be a pioneer program for all this, the multidisciplinary or integrated science program, and could be the C program for all the newly development program today. So we've been running 25 years and indeed very successful, okay? So the special program science is not a CCA, it's an enrichment program and could be very serious program. So students coming from all the different majors, from chemistry, from physics, from life science, some of them from food science even, and also computational biology. We have very few from math because math have their own special program. So you can see the student background actually very diverse. I will touch that as well. So our special program under science give a very privileged support. And so that's why this program actually very well funded, and we provide our very enrichment environment, also creating thinking and all the very important matters, okay? So first of all, the community is very unique. The student may be thinking, oh, I can take a minor, for example. Right, you can take minor, but minor you see in the class, you run in and run out, you don't even see each other. But special program, we select only 40 students to 45 students every year. So the student will come in as a family. The special program, not only the science program, it's just like family. And our staff, our graduate, our senior, our junior, all involved as a mentor and work together with our first year, second year students. So we indeed handle our students, not only taking care of their academic, but will also counsel them and provide many help, okay? So in that case, science communication, sorry, the special program in science is just like family. So the community actually very tight. Okay. So I mentioned student body come from all the different programs, right? So you can see students are very happy from biology, chemistry, life science. We actually put them together. So among these 40 students, 45 students, the good day we have about one third. Okay, so you can see proportionally they are quite even. So in the internal project, student may have the partner with physics, chemistry, although they come from life science. So they can learn from each other, okay? So student itself is very diverse. So naturally, this program become very multidisciplinary. So staff also, myself from biology, and Zihan there from physics and math. Robert here also from biology. We have Linda and Dr. Chamega also from physics and chemistry. So these are a very dedicated team for this program only, although they also teach some other modules, but we all work closely together. Dr. Chamega and Dr. Zihan also teaching award winner in the faculty and also university. So this is a very, very good team as a staff. And on the right, oh yeah, you're right. We also have Jen and also Yenze is our new TA. They actually graduate from this program. So they actually been through this program and come back as a TA. Okay, so this is a component for our staff. Okay, so mentorship. Mentorship, you have many other programs at NUS, but mentorship could be one of the most unique structure for special program science because this have 2 years program. For the first 2 years, students were taking courses. The third year, the student will move on as a junior mentor. And fourth year will be senior mentor. And among senior mentor, they actually select themselves as a head mentor, like Annabelle, like Yenze previously, all the head mentors. So this program actually almost run by students. They organized by students many events. So the mentorship is very unique, and they involve student project, class, tutorial, and they even mark students working progress. So you can see all very, very cohesive together. And because our mentorship, so as I mentioned, this almost like a family. We know each other very, very well. We can name each other, indeed. And so it's very, very bonded, okay? So students actually work very, very closely. And on top of this, when students finish to be a PhD student, they even come back and help something for project. So we have a graduate mentor as well. So this is a very, very unique structure. So this is a testimony from students. I don't need to read through all this. You can see most of our students have been through this one. I would say they've been transformed and they can learn and do very well. Yep. So the personal mentor, not only for science, we also help students from friendship and also many ways to help them adjust to the class as well, okay? Okay, so this may be a slide you are concerned with. So special program offer 6 modules. 5 modules here considered the content base, okay? And the last one, SP3172, is a research project. So the first 5 modules will be content based, and 3 color in blue will be taken in the first year and actually integrate together with your CHS program. And the fourth one, and also consider the SI requirement. So among these 6, 4 can be come into CHS requirement. The other 2 would be use your UE to take these 2. So therefore, it will not give so much burden for students coming from CHS, also with the special program in science. Okay, yeah. And then, as I mentioned, after finish the 2 years content research, then the third years and fourth year, they will work as a mentor. The last year, senior mentor, indeed, they get paid already. So of course, the graduate mentor and so on. So then you may consider, well, if I take the SPS, may I compromise my overseas change or internship? It will not affect much. Okay, as long as you plan very well. So we're still doing Europe, you pick. So okay, so you can see the structure and also the content for special program. Indeed, why make the special program very special? Because each of these modules contain the physics, chemistry, and life science component. For example, I maybe just give you a quick snapshot. So you can see the curriculum-wise all integrated. So maybe I give you some of a very quick snapshot. The first module you will be taking, you will be learning is how to read a paper, scientific paper, because reading scientific paper, navigating scientific paper, and criticize scientific paper is very, very important foundation. So you will see a lot of criticism. You can see this is exactly from class, okay? So from that, you will learn how to summarize, and not only to understanding your content, but you have to communicate. You have to be able to digest and talk. So this is the first one. So in SPS, we use a lot of computational skill. All the students have to familiar and very skillful for Python. And we take the very, very complicated question and to digest and simplify, and also train in computational thinking or research thinking or even creative questioning. So for this, you will be engaged with a lot of computational stuff. After you finish the special program science, we directly qualify for your requirement for computing. So you don't need to take extra computational class. Okay. So this is the project for Earth. As you can see, we use a lot of so-called project-based. As I mentioned, the student will be put together with a different major, and then they can learn from each other. They also have their own skill from, because they come from different major, like physics, chemistry, and life science. So they will learn from each other. So this is a project-based. We have a lot of project-based, and students will try to collect the data, field trip, and presentation. You can join here also discussions. So they were guided by mentor. So a lot of hands-on rather than just sit in the class. Of course, I mentioned about computational. Also, they will learn how to use computational skill for the modeling, solving the structure. This is a student project. At the end, they may use the public platform to project the outcome and do a presentation, and also some modeling stuff here. So this is a snapshot from the module related to cell. Maybe from your JC, you learn cell from DNA, RNA, and protein. But we look at cell as the, I would say, like a machine. Okay, so machinery, how all the compartments working together, not only molecule only. And so we were asking, how can we minimize to a most simple component and cells still can function? So we try to challenge students to think and jump outside the box and more creative, okay? Okay, so this table may be one of very important so-called roadmap, and students can take, this is just one example. So students can take, for example, the SPS module, first and second year, and also you use a UE for the 3176 and 3172. So this is like a roadmap or a reading plan for you. And so up to third year and fourth year, you still can have the chance opportunity overseas travel. Indeed, we make use of third year and fourth year, sending our special program student for a lot of international competition, like iGEM, INST. And indeed, our student from SPS, because training for the multidisciplinary, and our students actually doing very well when they've been sent out for competition. Okay, so exams. Nobody likes exams. Nobody likes regular exam, I should say. But special program have very unique way to assess our student, because we providing a project base, a lot of programming. So SPS usually assessed by Viva or presentation. And that means you have to understand things, be able to defend your data, and be able to present well. So after 2 years or 3 years, 4 years SPS training, our student can speak very confidently and also can defend the outcome and understand things better. You will not believe in some of the project, they had to defend more than 2 hours. And everyone who've been through that, but they really learn a lot, okay? So you can see now, different from taking a class in a minor and you in and out only study by yourself. But SPS actually, you will be trained very, very solidly. And this skill, and not only for undergraduate, and actually very important for your graduate school and even future work paths as well. Sorry. Yep, the computational I mentioned. We used a lot of different computational software in the class. I mentioned about Python. We also use R. We also use ImageNJ to quantify the biology and physics imaging as well. So a lot of so-called modern computational skill be learning. So my reason 7, which is also very important reason, SPS program have been very well funded by Faculty of Science. And last night we just have have our Dean's Tea celebration for student graduation. Our Dean and Vice Dean joined this program. This is one of best program at Science. So we've been giving the separate funding, and we have very privileged. We have our own room, our own library. The room actually not only for students mingle together, because this room for field of discussion, and because the wall actually all the whiteboard, and students can do a lot of discussion during the leisure time, and that's the environment to provide students they can learn in and also teaching each other. Okay, so we have very privileged. We have our own different rooms, lecture room, student rooms, library. Also, we have our own web lab. This web lab is for students for their project, and we also train students to send out for competition as well. And you can see our equipment actually is very well equipped, considered as an undergraduate lab, right? Yeah, this rubber here. Yeah, for 25 years, we have very good networking. We have many outstanding alumni in the country or overseas. This is a very treasure component for special program in science. Many of our students went out, actually bumped into our former alumni, and SPS become a brand name. And particularly for local funding agency, when they interview students, well, they know they come from special program science. They know the quality of students. Okay, so our students doing very well, getting all kind of outstanding undergraduate research. This undergraduate research is very, very privileged at NUS, and the only highly selective student will be awarded. Yeah, so I don't have the comprehensive map. You will see a lot of students or alumni everywhere. Okay, so what will you learn? Instead of what I just tell you, the student will learn a lot of things, communication, first-track learning, hands-on research experience, and teamwork, and so on, okay? And also, a lot of students think SPS is the elite program, but I tell you, we are not. We are looking for students who are really want to do research and want to have fun in science, can face the mistake, and also want to work together with other peers. That's exactly what we are looking for. If you are the person like that, you should come to us, okay? Yeah, so one more thing you will learn from special program. The last thing is, this is the most frequent question. Is SPS a minor program in faculty? No. Importantly, I think the content of special program is actually way beyond a minor. But you will not compromise taking the SPS. You can still have another minor. You can have your own major. And of course, you can also go overseas, and other components will not affecting you or will not compromise to learn more. Okay, so this is my last slide. Thank you very much. I hope to convince you at the end.
Right, yeah, so thank you so much, Prof. Liu. And yeah, we'll be taking any questions for, I guess, for maybe until like 3:30. Yeah. So anybody got any questions?
Yeah, some of detail of class. I have a colleague here, and we have the student and mentor who have been through. They'll be very happy to share with you their own experience as well.
Yeah, so feel free to ask questions. Yeah. Or if you feel really shy, you don't want to ask it publicly here, you can also visit us later at the booth, or if you don't close LT later, we can talk to you later as well.
Yeah, we have booths outside also. If you are interested in, you can leave your name and contact number and email, and we will contact you. So how we select the 40 or 45 students? We indeed will invite many applications, and then we will have a panel, including staff mentor, senior, junior, and student mentor. As I mentioned, students play a very important role in this, not because what we say is important. Students also have the same voltage, the weightage to vote. So we are panel to interview each of applicants. And we are not looking at mark. No, it's not whatever. At least you should show your interest. You are interested in your research. You are interested in working as a team. Okay, so that's the most important.